Hello everyone, good day. My name is Alexander John Abesha, and this is my output from in the Itec11 Living in the IT Era project. Photography basics. First, Let's talk about photography. What is photography? Photography is the art, science, and practice of capturing and creating images through the recording of light or other electromagnetic radiation. So, mo ko na ng photography. Art and science and practice of catching and creating images through the recording of light and other electromagnetic radiation. So, mana siya. Why photography? As a hobby. Pursuing photography as a hobby can be very fulfilling, inspiring, and relaxing. No matter what kind of equipment or camera you have the potential to become a great photographer. Even a smartphone camera is enough. Next is as an art form. Photography is considered as an art form as it involves the deliberate and creative use of visual elements, composition, lighting, and perspective to capture and convey emotions, stories, or aesthetics qualities in a visually compelling manner. So, ang photography gi-consider siya as an art form because same ra sa uban nga art which needs of visual elements, composition, lighting, and more. Next is types of photography. There are many types of photography, but I chose the four most kaning ilado nga ones. First is portrait. Portrait photography is the art of capturing the inheritance of character of your subject within a photograph. Ang example aning portrait is kaning modeling photography, kaning studio shoots, kaning prenuptials, pre-debo, and pre-birthdays, and something na. Next is wildlife photography. Wildlife photography is a genre of photography concerned with documenting various forms of wildlife in their natural habitat. Ang example ani is kaning naa sa TV nga kaning tawag ni kaning National Geographic. Next is commercial photography. Commercial photography is the practice of creating images with the primary purpose of promoting or selling a product, service, or brand. So, ang kaning commercial photography, ang example niya is kaning every time magtanaw mong movie not I mean kaning sa TV na ay kanang mga commercial mo na siya ang example sa aning kuan commercial photography. Next, the last one is landscape. Landscape photography is the art of capturing scenic views of natural or man-made landscapes, emphasizing the beauty and grandeur of the environment. So, kaning landscape, example ani is kaning magpicture-picture ka sa kaning dagat or kaning panang bukid sa maning mga pakasugan picturean nimo na that is considered as a landscape photography. So, 85% of digital photos are taken with a smartphone. With mobile cameras getting better and better, everything turned out to become mobile photography. Is it not? It is not official though, but it became a huge cultural thing. So kaning kuan mobile photographers mo ni sila kaning cellphone nila gamiton. I don't know if kuan ba na wala kay ko knowledge nila. So other activities in photography. First one is digital editing. Digital photography editing is the process of enhancing, manipulating, or refining images using computer software to achieve desired aesthetics or technical outcomes. Kaning digital editing mo niya mong buhat-buhaton after the photo shoot. Like mag-edit na mo ang photos anang example ang ilang colors, ilang light o ganing kangit-ngit nila, ang ilang kag-grainy mo i-reduce mo lagi pahamis ang naong and unsa pa na more. The next is photo printing. Photo printing in photography is the physical reproduction of images captured through a camera onto various materials, such as paper or canvas, using printing techniques to create tangible and shareable photographs. So kaning photo printing, mo siya kaning mga makita nimo ni kaning nasa baligya sa mall nga kaning mga pictures and kaning nasa mga restaurant mga nindot mga pictures silang food and mao na sila. Next is film developing. Film developing in photography is the chemical process of treating exposed photographic film to produce negative or positive images, which can then be printed or digitalized for final use. So kaning film developing photography, ma-apply niya sa una katong film cameras pa like itong mga sa una nga mapalit pa kag rolyo sa film mo ibutang nimo then human nimo shoot dad-on nimo kini studio para para mahimo siyang kaning photo nga nasa paper din pwede na may butang sa album. The last one is social media posting. Social media posting in photography involves sharing images online through platforms like Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter to showcase one's work, connect with an audience, and engage with a broader online community. Kaning social media posting mao ni way sa mga small photographers para mudako ang ilahang kuan, ilang audience. Na example kana mga pitik-pitik diri sa kuan liti daghan matali na diri. So mo lang style mo mag-post sila mag-picture sila random nga mga tao then i-post nila sa YouTube or Facebook para makagain sila og more audience. Next is your equipment. The basic gears in photography. The first one is camera/phone. The camera in photography serves as the primary tool for capturing and recording visual images by utilizing lenses and light-sensitive sensors or film to preserve moments, scenes, or subjects. Example, kaning kuan mga camera o phone, di jud mahita importante jud kay ni di jud mahitabo ang photography if wala ni kay without it unsa man yung pag-take og picture so di jud na mahitabo. The next is lens. Ang kaning lens magamit ra ni siya sa camera. Lenses in photography serve to focus and manipulate light, allowing photographers to capture and control the composition, depth of field, and overall image's impact of the image. So, kaning lens, mabutang ra ni siya mo ni siya kaning gi-connect sa murag tubo nga taas or mubo. So, kaning lenses na sila three kinds. The first one is kaning wide lens which is 5 millimeters to 15 to 20 nga na. Next is kaning prime lens which is kanang ang ilang focal length is fixed like 13, 55, I don't know, 35, 50, 85, mga 40 and more. The last one is zoom and kaning telephoto lens. Kaning mga telephoto mo nilang mo ni gamiton sa kaning wildlife like kanang kinay mga picture sila mga dangerous animals dapat mapalayo sila so mo nilang gamiton. Next. The rules of composition. First one is framing. Framing in photography involves using elements with a scene to create a visual border or frame around the subject, enhancing composition and drawing attention to the main focal point. Kaning framing, kuan ni siya like kaning magpicture ka o ganing nasa window kintahay then ibutang nimong kuan then ibutang nimo imong model sa kilid anang kuan visible nga na. So that is framing. Pero rare ay sometimes din siya magamit sometimes magamit ni depende na sa location sa inyong shoot. Next is the leading lines. Leading lines in photography can be exemplified by a photo of a winding path through a forest where the convergence of the path creates a natural visual guide that leads the viewer's eyes deeper into the image. So, kaning leading lines, tagsar jud kayo ni magamit. Like example, kaninay pathways nga kuan sa forest and more. Basta kaning rare jud ni siya magamit sa photography. Next, the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds in photography involves dividing the frame into a grid of 9 equal sections and placing key elements of points of interest at the intersections or along the lines, creating a visually appealing and well-balanced composition. So kani wala kay ko naka experience og gamit ani but kani siya mo ni siya ning nani siya kaning sa camera na ani siya mura guide para panggamit ani pero di kay ko hilig og gamit. Next one is cropping. Cropping in photography is employed to selectively edit and remove unwanted parts of an image, emphasizing the main subject and improving composition to enhance visual impact. So kaning cropping kuha ni siya ng kitay na kay di ganahan nga part sa image pwede ra may crop itangtang to but be careful og gamit aning cropping kay maka-reduce ni siya og kaning detail sa photo murag madaot imong kuan. Qualities of a photographer. First one, you must have technical skills. Technical skills in photography are essential for achieving proper exposure, focus, and mastering camera settings to accurately capture and convey the photographer's creative vision. So, kaning technical skills, importante jud gani kay there's this kaning setting sa sa camera nga manual mode, which is lisod siya gamiton, pero if mamaster nimo imong shots would be near as perfect. Next is creativity. Creativity in photography is the ability to envision and express unique perspectives, emotions, and stories through the artful combination of composition, lighting, and subject matter, resulting in visually captivating and personally meaningful images. Without creativity, your photos would be terrible. Like creativity is the key of a good photo. Okay, if di ka creative, wadu kay kwan, bati mo shots. The last one is patience. Patience in photography is crucial for waiting for the for the perfect moment, optimal lighting conditions, or the right subject behavior, enabling the creation of the image that convey depth, emotion, and visual impact. Kaning patience, most the importante po ni sa photography, like kani siya gamit kani siya sa kaning what you call this, kaning wildlife photography. Like most photographers mo wait na sila og hours or maybe days para makatik ilang picture sa kaning animals nga kuan, like sa kaning birds o kaning mga animals kaning nasa ilawom sa buhok ga puyo. So control exposure. So sa exposure naani kaning thing nga called na exposure triangle. And ang part sa exposure triangle is the aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. The first one is aperture. Aperture in photography refers to the adjustable opening in the camera lens that controls the amount of light entering the camera, influencing the depth of field and overall exposure of the image. So ang kaning aperture mo siya kaning opening sa lens, like kaning every time i-adjust nimo ang f-stop, like kaning f 1.4 nga na most mo open siya if kaning mas close ang kan, like f 5.6 mas mo gamay rag light. So ang technique aning aperture, the the lighter the lower the value, the brighter the image. The lower the value, the I don't know, the lower the value, the brighter the image. The lower the value, the brighter the image. The higher the value, the darker the image. The next one is shutter speed. Shutter speed in photography is the duration for which a camera shutter remains open, determining the amount of time light is allowed to reach the camera sensor and affecting the motion capture and exposure of an image. So kaning mo ni siya kaning inikapaspasa mo muti mo nga na ang katong mirror sa camera, which is kadong mo na kanang need para ma-take ang photo. So kaning shutter speed mo ni siya, ang kuan ni technique is the lower the value, the lower the value, the brighter the image, the higher the value, the darker the image. Same as last aperture. The last one is the ISO. ISO in photography refers to the sensitivity of the camera sensor to light, with higher ISO values allowing for better performance in low light conditions but potentially introducing more digital noise or grain to the image. So kaning ISO, mo ni siya ang kaning murag mo kuan ang sensor sa camera kaning murag more tayo ni mo sensitive siya. So mo sensitive sa light. So ang technique kaning ISO, the the lower the value, the darker the image, the higher the higher the the higher the value, the light, the mas mulandag ang image. So kani sila mo ni siya imong i-mix para ma-perfect imong exposure. The exposure sa picture. Oh, last one is how can I improve more as a photographer? So keep practicing at your craft. So magsige kag practice, then take photos all the time. That magsige kag take picture, like ako sa una sige kog take og kaning mga picture sa kaning mga buwak, mga animals, mga iring sabay, manok, and random. Basta maka-take lang kog photos, maka-practice lang kog kuan kaning mga techniques sa photography. And expose yourself more into photography. then need mo expose imong self sa photography because if kaning tagsara ka expose mawa imong tali mawa imong skills then murag mas di siya kaning consistent lain and learn from professionals. Kani akong technique sa una ning contact sige kog contact og mga professional mga big studio sa Bohol mag mangita ko magkuan ko nila collab ko nila then ako'y main photo nila or video then hatagan ko nila kwarta then ang kaning output na ihatag na nila then mato fair trade easy money. So that's all, thank you.